So yes, just finding a comfortable seat on the mat to start off with. And yeah, since you have your blankets, if you want to put them on your lap already, just for the seated part, but it's totally up to you if you want to go for that. It can be quite nice. If it's chilly where you are, like here, it's pretty cold in the flat, so putting that on if you'd like. And then we're just going to start here by closing down the eyes. Just start to settle into your seat. So allowing everything to settle down, ground down, taking any last little fidgets. You need to be comfortable here. Close down the eyes. And just starting to check in with the breath, bringing the awareness to the breath. So just noticing where it's at right now. No judgment, no effort to change it for now. Just noticing, is it long? Is it short? Is it deep? Is it shallow? Just bringing attention and awareness to it. Starting to take full, deep belly breaths. So as you inhale, expanding through the belly, finding kind of a Buddha belly. So not worrying about the stomach. And then as you exhale, just emptying the stomach. So really breathing in fully as you inhale. Just starting to slow down. And we're going to do a little breath work exercise to get started called Brahmari breath. Humming bee breath. So one of my favorite breath work exercises. So basically we are going to inhale through the nose. And then as we exhale, we're just going to make a little humming M sound, which creates kind of a vibration through the lips and through the throat and creates a nice calming sensation through the body. So I'll just do one to demo and then we'll get started for a few rounds of Brahmari breath. So inhale through the nose. And as you exhale with the mouth closed, so trying to make it nice and long. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, hum it out. And then just keep going with your own pace. So long inhales through the nose and then humming it out through the mouth. And we'll just go for a few rounds here. And you can start to change up the note. So if you want to take it higher or lower, just having a little play around with that. Seeing if you can lengthen that exhale each time. So really expanding through the breath, taking really long inhales and exhales. And then I'll give you a few moments to do them in your own time without the sound of my breath. And as you take one more round, the next time you find an exhale, just come back to your normal breathing, normal inhales and exhales, and just check back in with the breath, with the mind, with the body. Just notice if anything has shifted. So Brahmari breath is a really nice one for calming down the nervous system and grounding us, bringing us into the current moment. So So just noticing how that may have shifted things for you mentally, physically, emotionally. Taking a few more rounds of breath to start. And you can continue to keep the eyes closed down, or if you want to blink them open, I'm totally fine with that. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Stretch your arms up towards the sky. Take a big stretch up. Good. Interlace the hands. Flip the palms up towards the sky. Deepen that stretch. Pull even higher up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, release the hands. Start to drop the right hand down. And start to use the left hand to draw yourself over to the right side. Big stretch to the right side. Good. You can allow the head to drop down a little bit or twist it up towards the sky. You can close down the eyes again. Finding a little bit of support in this right hand, but still also supporting yourself with the belly, with the torso. Inhale, use your left arm to come back through center. Sweep the right arm up. Exhale, drop the left hand. Right arm pulls you over to the left side. Stretch through the left side body. Good. As you inhale here, breathe into the right side body. Inhale, use that right hand to draw yourself back through center. Allow the hands to rest back down. Inhale, take them back up to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, draw the elbows back, draw the chest forwards. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, draw the chest forwards. Inhale, take the arms up. One more time, exhale, draw the arms back, stretch forwards. Good. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm comes back. Left arm comes to the right knee. Twist towards the right. Grow long through the crown of the head. Gaze over that right shoulder. Beautiful. Breathing here. Inhale, growing long through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist a little further to the right. And inhale, come back through center. Take the arms back up. Big long stretch. Exhale, twist to the left this time. Right arm to the left knee. Left arm comes behind. Twist, twist, twist. Good. Inhale, grow long through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist a little bit further. One more round of breath here. Inhale, come back through center. Take the arms up. Exhale, drop them down to the knees. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. So draw them down through the back body. Press your chest forwards, puffing up through the chest. Exhale, drop the right shoulder over to the right. Inhale, round through the spine. Draw the head forwards. Exhale, left shoulder over to the left. Inhale, forwards. Exhale to the right. Inhale, back around the spine. Exhale, left. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, right. And let's start to make it a little bit more fluid, finding these circles around the hips, stretching into all parts of the torso, just taking it a little bit slowly to start off with, and then you can start to make it a little bit more dynamic, start to speed up through the circles. You can start to close down the eyes here, just tuning back inwards. Again, lengthening out through the breath. So starting to warm up through the torso. Good. And slowly start to slow it back down. Coming back over your hips and center, and we'll take it over to the other side. Inhale, chest forwards. Exhale, left. Inhale, round. Exhale, right. Inhale, forwards, left, round. Starting to make it a little bit more fluid in the opposite direction. Close down the eyes. Starting to slow it back down. Coming back into center over the hips. Inhale, take your arms up, cactus arms. Bring the middle finger and the thumb together. Again, either closing down the eyes or keeping them open. And then we're going to start to twist side to side, keeping these goalpost arms. So just take it really slow to start off with, using the strength of the core to find that twist. And then once you find the alignment, you can start to make it a little bit more active. Inhaling with one movement, exhaling with the other. So you can start to take really forceful inhales and exhales here, so really make it audible, especially as you exhale, as if you're pushing that breath out through the nose. Starting to generate a little bit of heat here. Keep going even if it's a bit uncomfortable. Just a couple more rounds here. And start to slow it back down. Come back to center. Drop the hands down and then bring one hand on top of the other at the heart space. Close down the eyes if they're not already. Steadying through the breath. And just bringing to mind 3 things you're grateful for today. Looking back on your week, focusing on one highlight moment of your week, and then bringing to mind the week coming up, setting an intention for not so much a goal, but how you want to show up for this week, how you want to show up for yourself, how you want to show up for people around you. Settling back into the breath. And then blink open the eyes. Get rid of your blankets if you took it over the knees. And then bring the knees up. Bending them up, placing the feet down on the mat, grabbing hold of the knees. And we're just going to rock and roll forwards back on the mat for a second here. Massaging out through the back body. Nice. Yeah, just taking, you can take it slow or fast, whatever you want to go for. And then as you next rock down, sink down on your back, allowing the feet to settle down on your mat. Arriving here on your back with the knees bent up and the feet flat on the mat. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Grab hold of one knee with each hand. Bring the tips of the big toes together and just start to draw circles out through the hips. Using the hands to control the circles. So each knee is going in opposite directions. So they're meeting in the center and then opening out to the side. So one is going clockwise, one is going counterclockwise. And then we'll switch up the direction. So whichever way you were going before, opposite direction. Exhale, draw the knees into the chest. Press the feet up towards the ceiling, flexing through the feet. Grab a hold of the outer edges of the feet, pulling the knees down towards your armpits. Happy baby. So first finding the alignment, so pressing the knees down, dropping down through the lower back, find that sense of opposition, finding that nice sense of opening here, and then you can start to rock it out side to side. You can take it super wide so you almost land on each leg as you roll over to the side. And then coming to stillness through center. Bring the soles of the feet together. And then drop the feet back down to the mat, keeping the knees bent up. Draw your heels in towards your hips. Place the palms down on the mat by your hips. Inhale, ground down into the heels, lift the toes up. And then exhale, slowly lower the feet down, but super lightly on the front part, so most of your weight is in the heels. Inhale, round through the tailbone. Start to press your hips up towards the sky, just going about halfway to start off with. So mini bridge pose here. And maybe you need to readjust the width of the feet or the distance from the hips. Exhale, lowering down. Inhale, round the tailbone, press up. This time coming to about 80%, just coming a little bit higher. Breathing here. Exhale, lower back down. And this time we're going to bring the hands into it. So as you inhale, ground down into the heels, start to lift the hips up to the sky, arms start to take an arc up towards the ceiling and fall back down all the way to the tops of the hands. As you exhale, arms and hips come back down to the mat. Good. Inhale, rise, and see if you can take this super slowly. Exhale, lower. So really taking your time here in this movement. So we'll go for a few more rounds. You can close down the eyes. You know where you're going now. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you lower. Allowing the movement to take the full length of the breath. We'll go for 2 more here. As you next come back down to the mat, inhale, draw your right knee into your chest. Squeeze it in. Find a nice stretch here through the back of the leg. And then hook this right ankle on top of the left knee, flex the right foot. Draw the left knee into the chest, flex the left foot. Grab hold of the left leg around the thigh, start to draw it in towards your chest, pressing also with the foot. And then the right elbow can come on the right knee, pressing out through that hip. Just finding a nice stretch through that right hip. Again, you can close down the eyes. Both hips, both shoulders are staying down on the mat. Breathing here. Starting to release that left leg, but keep it up. Take the arms wide, so T-shape or cactus arms on the mat. Start to drop the left leg down, and then start to press this right leg down into the mat on the left side. So you're just rolling the legs over to the left side. So you're keeping that reclining pigeon pose with the bend in the knees, and we're just bringing this right foot to press down on the mat, keeping the shoulders down on the mat. Good. Holding here. And then maybe you can stay here, or you can start to straighten through this top leg, taking it over to the left side, and maybe reaching over with this left hand and grabbing a hold of it, finding a big stretch through that right leg. Or you definitely don't need to straighten it all the way. You can just pull on that foot or the leg, just taking it a little bit deeper if you want a deeper stretch. Good. Inhale. Start to roll back through center, placing both feet back down on the mat with the knees bent up. Inhale, bend the left knee into the chest. Wrap the hands around it, squeeze it into the chest. Exhale, hook the left ankle on the right knee, flex the foot. Draw the right knee into the chest, flex the right foot. Grab hold of the right thigh with the hands interlaced behind the knee. Press that right leg in, press the left elbow into the left knee. Stretch through the left hip. Good. Keeping the knees, the legs up. Slowly release the hands from the leg and start to roll over to the right side, taking the arms wide again. So bringing the left foot down onto the ground on your right side. Good. So left knee is still bent up towards the sky. Holding here. It's a little side twist. And then if you'd like, you could start to straighten out through that left leg. Grab hold of the foot with the right hand. Stretch it out towards the right side. Good. Breathing here. Inhale, start to bring this left leg back in. Roll back into center, drawing both knees into your chest. And then bringing the big toes to touch, take the knees wide. Start to lower the sides of your feet down onto the mat, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. So take the the feet, you can lengthen them as far as you'd like to go, so whatever feels more comfortable for the opening of the hip. You can place those cushions on the sides of the thighs to help lift up if they're going down too far. And then you can bring the hands either on the insides of the thighs or one hand to belly, one hand to chest. Close down the eyes. We'll take 3 releasing rounds of breath here. Inhale through the nose. Side out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Side out through the mouth. One more like that. Inhale through the nose. Side out through the mouth. And then a little bit of activation. We're going to come up to seated with the legs staying exactly where they are. So you can press your elbows into the mat and kind of press yourself up onto your elbows. And then just kind of walking yourself up to an upright position. So not very graceful, however you want to get there. And then you can adjust the legs however you need to be comfortable with this opening. Place your hands on your feet, on the insides of the feet, So holding them open like the pages of a book. So your thumbs are on the inside of your feet and the rest of your hands are wrapping around your feet. Yeah, good. And then just start to give your feet a little massage here. Giving them a little bit of love. Especially through that arch, balls of the feet, the heels. And then just take a hold of them again, but in stillness. Inhale, grow long through the crown of the head. As you exhale, start to bring your chin down towards your chest, and then start to round down through the spine, starting to draw your head down towards those feet. So normally we don't want to go for a rounding, but here we're going for a rounding of the spine. So just rounding yourself down towards the feet. You can also allow the arms to kind of flop out in front of you. And wherever you kind of find your limit, just settling in there. Close down the eyes. Option, if you'd like, you can bring a cushion underneath your forehead to help support. So whatever's most comfortable here. Breathing into the back body, sinking a little bit deeper as you exhale. Finding a sense of lengthening and opening through the back into the hips. Let's do 2 more rounds of breath here. On your next inhale, slowly start to roll yourself back up to an upright position. Bringing the head up last nice and slowly. That's beautiful, guys. Take a hold of the outer edges of the thighs. Draw the knees back towards center. Grab a hold of the knees, and then we're just going to rock and roll back and forth one more time. Again, massaging out through the back body. And then as you next come up, cross over the ankles, roll over onto all fours, press yourself back through high plank, find a downward facing dog. First one, and I think the only one of this practice, so make it count. Pedaling out through the feet, bending the knees a lot if you want, just taking whatever feels good. If you want more of a stretch, grounding down through the heels, or if you want to keep it fluid. And then coming down to stillness for a moment in downward facing dog. Ground down through the heels, press into the hands, draw the tailbone up to the sky. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. As you exhale, roll yourself over onto your knees. Drop the hips back to the heels. Take the arms out in front of you, child's pose. Lowering the forehead down to the mat. Beautiful. Pressing into the hands, maybe taking a little sway side to side with the hips. Sinking a little bit deeper into that child's pose. And then coming to stillness. Tent up through the fingertips, so press into the fingertips, draw the center of your palm away from the mat. On an inhale, start to walk your hands over to the left side. All the way over to the left side of the mat, finding a big stretch through the right side. Good. Keeping the head down. Breathing here. Exhale, coming back through center. And then inhale, walk the hands over to the right side this time. Big stretch through the left side. Exhale, walk the hands back through center. Place the hands fully down on the mat. Press yourself all the way up to an all fours position. Maybe adjusting the hands so they fall under the shoulders. Taking the knees hip width apart. Shins parallel, neutral spine. Ground down into both hands. Inhale, press into the left hand. Sweep the right arm up to the sky. Twist towards the right. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes through the hole with the left arm. Keep the shoulder lifted. Inhale, right arm comes back up, twist to the right. Exhale, thread the needle left. One more time, inhale, up to the right. Exhale, thread the needle left. This time, drop the shoulder down. Bring the right side of the head down onto the mat. You can keep the left hand on the mat, or you can take it up to the sky, or you can hook it on the right hip crease for a deeper twist towards the left. Close down the eyes. Exhale, slowly bring the left arm back around. Place it down on the mat. Press yourself up into that cat-cow again. We'll do 3 rounds of cat-cow in center before moving to the other side. So ground down into the hands and knees. Inhale, drop the belly. Lift the chin, cow pose. Exhale, tuck the chin round the spine. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Coming back to neutral, ground down into the right hand, sweep the left arm up to the sky, twist to the left. Exhale, thread the needle right. Inhale, twist left. Exhale, right. One more time, inhale, left. Left arm to the sky. Exhale, twist right, lower the shoulder, drop the left ear. Right arm comes up to the sky or around to the left hip crease. Close down the eyes, breathing here. your next exhale, place the right hand down on the mat. Press yourself back up to an all fours position. And this time we're just going to take circles around the knees and wrists. So circling the upper body. Taking it in one direction first. And then we'll take it over in the opposite direction. Coming back to stillness in center, neutral spine. Walk the hands about 1 foot out in front of you. Spreading wide through the fingertips, and then start to drop the chest down, keeping the hips lifted above the knees, extended puppy pose. Option of keeping the head lifted or dropping the forehead down onto the mat. Breathing here, close down the eyes. Inhale, press into your hands. Walk the hands back a little bit. Oh, I lied. There's one more downward facing dog. Tuck the feet. Press yourself back, downward facing dog. Again, either stillness or movement in your downward facing dog. Stillness or pedaling out through the feet, taking it into the hips. Inhale, rise up onto the balls of the feet. Tiptoe the feet all the way to the hands, and then bend the knees, drop the bum, lower yourself into the seat on your mat. Extend the legs out long in front of you. So we're going to use either a block or the cushions you have to take a supported fish pose. So you want the pillow or the block to be about where, it's all girls here, yeah. So about where your bra strap lands on your back. And you want it to be kind of broad across the back, if that makes sense. Or if you have a long pillow, you can also place it like this. But you want it to be kind of right in the middle of the back so that when you're lying down, it's pushing your chest up. So I'll kind of find it here. So you can just play around with coming down onto your cushion or your block. And you want it to be placed so that your head can come all the way down onto the mat behind you. So just taking a moment to get set up so you're comfortable. And then so the head should be touching the mat, and your arms can fall out to your sides really wide with the palms facing up through the sky. Feet can be really wide on the mat. So it's basically almost like Shavasana, except we're lifted up through the chest here. So once you're comfy, closing down the eyes, allowing the body to settle here. Lengthening out through the breath. But also letting go of any control of the breath. Allowing it to flow natural and easy. And then really slowly, with as little movement as possible, starting to remove the pillow or the block from underneath your back. So maybe just rolling over to the side a little bit and taking it out So you can roll back onto your back. Trying to minimize the movement. So just taking a moment to notice how this feels through the back, through the chest. And then slowly starting to set up for our progressive relaxation and shavasana. So making yourself super cozy, grabbing your blanket, your cushions. So it can be really nice to bring a cushion underneath your knees as well as under your head. Can be super nice. And then a blanket for warmth. Maybe you want to turn down the lights or bring something on top of your eyes to block out the light. So I'll just give you a couple moments to get set up. So whenever you're ready, starting to settle. And starting to bring your awareness to your feet. So your toes, your heels, the tops of the feet, the arches of the feet. And then taking a long inhale, start to squeeze and point through all the muscles of the feet. Squeezing everything really strongly together. Exhale, release. One more time, take a long inhale, squeeze through all the muscles of the feet. Exhale, release. Moving up to the legs. On an inhale, squeezing the calves, lifting the kneecaps, squeezing the thighs, straightening out through the legs. Exhale, release. Inhale, legs again, squeeze the calves, squeeze the thighs, lift the kneecaps. Exhale, release. Moving up to the bum, the glutes. On an inhale, clenching the butt cheeks, squeezing it together. Exhale, release. One more time, squeeze your butt. Exhale, release. Moving your awareness into the belly. On an inhale, clenching through the belly, through the lower abs, sides of the abs, tops of the abs, squeezing together. Exhale, release. Moving up into the chest and shoulders. So on an inhale, doing kind of what we did with the support, but without the support, pressing into the shoulders, lifting the chest up. As you inhale, exhale, release. Bringing your awareness to the hands, to the fingers, forearms, upper arms. On an inhale, making a fist with your hands, clenching strongly through the fist and squeezing through all of the arms, the forearms, the shoulders. Exhale, release, open the fists. One more time, inhale, squeeze the fists together, squeeze through the arms. Exhale, release. Lastly, moving your awareness up to the face, to the jaw, to the lips, the nose, the eyes, the forehead. On an inhale, squeezing all the muscles of the face together. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, squeeze everything in the face. Exhale, release. And last one, we're going to squeeze the whole body. So everything we just did on an inhale. Squeeze all the muscles in your body. Clench the fist, squeeze the face, point the toes, squeeze the bum. Exhale, release everything. Relax all the muscles in the body. Drop the toes out to the sides. Release out through the fingertips, through the face. Taking any last fidgets you need, any last moments of relaxation, and moving into our final rest, Shavasana. I'll be here to guide you out. Starting to lengthen out through the inhales and exhales. Breathing in all the way to the tips of the fingers and toes. Starting to bring a little bit of movement back to the hands and feet. Rolling the head side to side, maybe taking a big stretch. Drawing your knees into your chest. Wrapping your arms around them, giving them a squeeze. And then rolling over onto your right side or whichever side is available or comfortable. Taking a moment there before, in your own time, either staying down or making your way up to a comfortable seated position, kneeling or cross-legged. Settling into your seat, allowing the hands to rest in the lap, on the knees, or one hand on top of the other at the heart space. And we'll close together with one round of breath. Long inhale through the nose, side out through the mouth. Blinking open the eyes, take a soft gaze back in your space. Thank you for your practice this evening, for your energy. Have a lovely week, everyone.